Good morning, everyone. Dear friends, welcome to Yoga Shalom at Home. I'm Reb Cantor Lisa Levine, and I am your guide today through our Freedom is Not Free flow to prepare ourselves for Passover. As I cleaned out my cupboards and my pantry and pull out my best linen and dishes and my grandmother's silver for the upcoming holiday, I'm all too aware that the freedom I take for granted is not free. It has a price. The price for freedom is understanding that although we may enjoy all these blessings, those who are fighting for their own freedom need our help. They need our support. Just like the flight attendant says, we must put on our oxygen mask first, then help others do the same. So today is our time to take down those oxygen masks and regenerate the strength that keeps us going. At the same time, we open a pathway to answer, what is keeping us enslaved? What are the small and large ticket items of our life which need attention? We unlock these secrets to our own freedom right here through our breath, our mindfulness, and our mat mirror practice. I also want to invite you today to call upon the strength of the ancestral DNA which exists inside of you. Where does that strength come from? And all of us were refugees at one time or another. We did come out of Egypt and we made it through. Do you need to give that kind of strength a boost? Reach down deep and pull it up. Maybe you need to let go of some stuff that's keeping you chained to the past. Such a fine line that we walk between letting go and preserving those memories of our ancestors. Our journey from slavery to freedom begins right now. We retell this story to know we were once slaves in Egypt. Our bodies, minds, and spirits were not ours to explore. Today, sadly, that's still true. We've come a long way, baby, but we're not there yet. So let's begin by bringing an awareness to the body. Just check in with yourself and see how you're doing. Where are you feeling stuck? Where are you feeling tight? Where do you feel strong? And where do you feel vulnerable? Find a secure seat with the sits bones and ground those down into the chair or into the mat. And let's begin scanning from the keter, the crown of the head, where a string is attached to the source of freedom and redemption. Allow a free-flowing light to melt into the head, the top of the head, melt down into the face, into the back of the head and the neck. Allow that free-flowing light to melt over the ears. Maybe you can hear those birds chirping. Allow that flowing light to melt down into the shoulders and the arms. Where are the knots hidden? Breathe into those tight spaces and free them up. Allow the light to melt into the heart, the Anahata chakra, the Tiferet, the balance between strength and loving kindness. And allow that light to expand, open. Allow it to open the lungs, to lengthen the spine, to become free. Allow that light to flow into the hips and the legs. Relax all the way down to the feet. Feel the freedom in the feet, in the hands, in the heart, in the mind. Freedoms that we do not take for granted. We know how precious they are. As we experience that freedom's flow, take a moment to become aware of any places that you wish to soften. Welcome, everyone. Just checking in if you're just coming in, doing a little body scan, softening any places that might need to be freed, and allow that free flowing light from the top of the Keter crown all the way to the feet, washing away any tight places, bringing ourselves into this moment of freedom, of redemption, Zman Cherutenu, the season of freedom. And keeping the spine lifted, drop the shoulders away from the ears once again. If you'd like to do a mudra with the fingers, feel free to do that. If you want to bring your hands right under the belly as we transition to our pranayama, that's also wonderful. This Buddha mudra, I love this mudra. So find a comfortable mudra. Drop the awareness down into the breath. Feel the power of the breath to unlock anything that may be holding. Inhaling. And allow this breath, these freedom waters, to wash away anything you don't need as you exhale. Inhale, lower belly. Expand that belly outward. Inhale into the lower lungs, into the upper lungs, a little bit more into the collarbones. Pause. And then slowly release the air. Notice the warmth through the nostrils. Let go of anything that you don't need that might be holding you down. Those chains, get rid of them. And pull the belly button to the spine very, very, very strongly. And then inhale again. Lower belly. Lower lungs. Upper lungs. And breathe that flowing freedom into the collarbones and into the throat. Sip the air. Pause. And then slowly allow the waters of freedom to wash away anything that's stuck, anything you're holding, anything you don't need. Squeeze the air, squeeze it out. Then inhale, lower belly. lower lungs, upper lungs, into the collarbones like you're filling a glass with life-giving waters, into the throat. Pause, and then release. Witness the breath releasing out, joining the flow of the river. Inhale, lower belly, lower lungs, up into the upper lungs and the heart. Expanding, opening, freeing up all the space. And then release slowly. And release. Inhale. Let's inhale with the arms up this time. Feel that sense of freedom coming all the way into the fingertips. And then as you exhale, palms away. And just begin to create that force field of freedom. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, palms down. I think I lost one of my earbuds. Down. One more last time. Inhale, arms all the way up. Drishti is up. Hold that freedom. And then palms away all the way down. Slowly. Bring hands into heart center. I am blessed. I am home. So let's work into some freedom from emotional pain and anxiety. Let's free our heart from pain and emotional distress. Let's do some really, really strong heart opening. So let's start by just slowly roll the shoulders back. Breathe, but just little circles with the shoulders. And then in the other direction, just warming up the shoulder sockets, freeing them up, getting some nice fluid into those sockets. Roll them back. One more time, 3 times back. Nice and gentle this morning. Be easy on ourselves. Freeing up the shoulders. 3 times forward. Good. Now let's roll them back and sit back. If you're in the chair, you can sit back a little bit. Look up. Inhale. Let's bring the arms all the way up and all the way forward. And just drop them and drop chin to chest. Good. Inhale up. Bring the arms, let anything go. Imagine the heart is a nut. It's just going to crack open and let the light in. Inhale up and all the way down. You can get your elbows down to the ground. Feel free to try to do that. Inhale up. Stretch it up, and one more time behind. I'm sitting way back because I really want to open my heart. Good. Inhale up. And now I'm going to fold all the way forward. Elbows all the way to the ground and feel the stretch in the hip. Inhale, arms up. Nice, easy side bend and look up under that lifted arm. So feel the freedom in the side body. Inhale up and to the other side. Look up under that lifted arm so you feel that freedom in the side spine. Inhale up. And then we're going to take both arms over. There's a difference when you use both arms and you don't drop one arm. Inhale up and over, engaging the core strength. Inhale up and all the way forward. Final time, all the way down, chin down to the chest. Inhale up, both arms up, and a nice easy twist behind, using the drishti to bring the neck around a little bit more, freeing up the upper spine. Inhale up, and you feel that opening starting to happen, that freedom flowing all the way up. One more to each side. Maybe use your drishti to bring your neck a little bit farther around. Feel that flexibility. Inhale up. And keep that freedom flowing as you use the drishti to the other side. Exhale, bring out all the organs. Good. Inhale up. And finally, one last forward fold. And coming up, bring the legs forward. Stretch out the legs, then we'll bring the other leg in front. Inhale up, and a nice, easy stretch forward. If you can get to your toes, do that. If you can't, just nice, easy blessing towards the spirit. Good. Come up, and let's bring the other leg, whichever leg you didn't have in front before. I think I have these in. That's right. There we go. And release. You should have the opposite foot in front if you're in Sukhasana, or if you were in half lotus, the opposite foot, because we're going to stretch out this other hip. Let's do some circles and get that circle of freedom going all the way around. Today I'm going to just start with stirring the pot. Then we'll start circling some other stuff. So just start by some easy circles, leading with the heart center. All the way around, like you're stirring a big pot of oatmeal to one side, and then go in the other direction. Good. You're breathing, you're stirring that freedom's pot. Create a circle of freedom all the way around you as you add your arms. Let's make these circles really big today. So you're going to exaggerate forward and side and up and side all the way around. Make sure that you are breathing as you go. 3 in one direction, 3 in the other direction. I like to stop at the bottom and then go at the opposite direction. So bring that sense of ashrei, graciousness and gratefulness and gratitude all the way around that freedom. Now let's bring our arms and circle them out. That sense of freedom. Just open the arms outward. Then inward. inward and gather the freedom's light all the way into the heart center. Arms up and forward fold. Stretch out that left hip. If you can come all the way down, bring your gratitude to the mother and say a blessing for whatever you might be grateful for today. Beautiful. Good. Bring the hands up and let's just do our head circles now. I can feel lots of energy in my body and I just want to get that energy into my head, my neck. So nice, easy circles. I'm going to turn this backtrack down in a second. One side and then the other. And then look up. Inhale. And as you exhale, drop chin to chest, but don't round the back. So completely different stretch of the neck. Look up. Inhale, exhale, drop chin to chest in the lock, but don't curve the spine. Inhale, look to the right. And look to the left. Inhale, look to the right. And look to the left. And then circle the shoulders back, just how we started. 3 times. And circle the shoulders forward 3 times. Bring hands to heart center. Bring that blessing, gratitude, and freedom into the heart. Store it up in there. We'll need that later. Let's get ready to stand. Use a prop today if you need to. I explained that I wasn't feeling well this weekend, so might need that prop today. I'm just going to turn this backtrack down a little tiny bit. Hope everyone's doing all right. Good to see everyone. Let's do a little praise and the power of letting go of control for this freedom that we seek today. Not easy, my friends, not easy. Inhale, we're going to start with just a goddess, Devi Asana, then we'll go into our forward fold. So I'm using my chair as just a little help today. Inhale, exhale, gently bend the knees, open the heart. Exhale. Good. Inhale up. Exhale down. Open the heart center. Bring the arms out and allow that freedom, light to come into the heart. And inhale up. Straighten the knees. And as you exhale, one more time. Exhale, open the heart, that power of the goddess. This time, inhale, and as you exhale, come into star pose. Feel that power. Inhale, exhale, bring the hands into the hip creases, and now we are going to forward fold, extending the crown of the head forward. And then finally, allow the shoulders to come all the way down. Allow gravity to allow you to let go of control. Letting go of any burdens that might be weighing upon your shoulders, and check your neck. Just nod your neck and make sure that it's nice and relaxed. Breathe into the back. Sense the power of the flow of the blood coming into the brain. Let go and let God. Become part of the flow of nature and bow to letting go, finding freedom. Let go of control. It's okay to do that. Inhale and slowly hinge up. I love this wide-legged forward fold. And as you come up, back right into star pose. You should feel your hips open, your shoulders open, your heart open. Inhale, exhale, and bend the knees open into Devi Asana, powerful goddess of freedom. And straighten the knees and bring the palms together. Press, 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 press. Slowly bring the feet together. I can't do it because I've got this blanket here. And hands at heart center. Praise Yah. All right, and release. Call to action, cost of freedom flow. This is our call to action in the world. I'm going to take this flow nice and easy using my chair as a prop because I had some issues today, but you can do your own flow just exactly the way you want to do it. But let's start with a chant. La 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 la. Inhale, swan dive all the way down. Fingertips to the mat as you exhale. Inhale, flat back, fingers to the middle of the shins, flat back. As you exhale, step back into downward facing dog, hands on the mat, right foot back and left. I'm using my chair as a prop, as you can see. Push into your feet, into your palms. Inhale, exhale. Bring yourself into plank, and I'm just drawing my hips towards the chair. Inhale, exhale, all the way down, chaturanga, down to the mat, into little baby cobra. Inhale, exhale, come back up into downward facing dog. Inhale, and as you exhale, just bring your feet towards your hands and reverse swan dive all the way up. Good. Let's do the other side. Inhale, swan dive all the way down. Fingertips to the mat. Exhale. Inhale, fingertips flat back to the front of the shins. As you exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Step your left foot back and then your right. And take a nice deep breath. Inhale, exhale, drop down into plank. And all the way down, chaturanga. Inhale, little baby cobra. Exhale, push back into downward dog. Take an inhale, and then just walk your feet to your hands. That's the easiest, most gentle way to do the sun salutation. You can, of course, lift each leg and then bring it through and do a lunge. That's absolutely fine. Inhale all the way up, just a nice little mini version of this, all the way down, fingertips to the mat. Bring yourself into half forward fold as you inhale. And exhale, step into the feet, come all the way up. And hands are in Anjali Mudra. Feet hip distance apart, and we'll end with a chant. La 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 la. And join me in shalom. 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 Peace. And release. All right. we're going to go straight into our Utkatasana. So find your feet hip distance apart, and let's create a kavana for freedom for ourselves today. What is it that we need to unlock? Let's take a moment to, you don't have to think about anything. You can feel what you need for yourself. Embody that as we go down into Utkatasana today. So let's inhale, bring the hands into the hip creases, then sit right back into that chair. And then open your eyes into your blessing for yourself. It's right here in your hand, something that you need for yourself today. Very personal. We'll have time later to talk about everybody else, but right now, just you. And breathe, and then step into the feet, and then shake them out. Yeah, let's do one more. Inhale. Exhale. This time, let's push away anything that we don't need. Push it away. Push it away. It's niggling you. Just get rid of it. Push it. And breathe. Keep it away. Keep it away. Keep it away. And step into. Excellent. So we're not really going to do a balance today. So let's do a nice, easy, short chair balance. Just bring the right leg up onto the knee. Use a drishti, hands are in Anjali Mudra. Or you can bring them into Vajra Mudra. Let's balance on one leg and breathe. And unfurl. Good. Let's do the other leg. So root down the other leg. Just gently bring that ankle onto that knee. I like Vajra, but you can use any mudra that you want. Breathe. Oops. And release. And fly. So we're free. Arms out. And shake out the legs as well. We are free to go. So let's move now into our triangle flow. With all of that oneness in our spirit, we can easily bring ourselves into triangles. So step out the right foot, toes towards the wall. As you inhale and exhale, rotate the left hip out. Inhale, arms up, and drop the shoulders down. We are not alone. We have support, the blessing of community. Inhale, stretch way over that standing leg, and we are one with God, with Yah, as we bring that oneness into our bodies. Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Reaching up, gazing at the drishti, the thumbnail, or down at the toe, whatever is good for you, opening the heart center, feeling that flexibility in our freedom's call today. Breathe. And inhale, left hand to left back thigh, right arm over. Stretch way over that standing leg. Reach up with the fingertips. Strengthen the legs, flexibility in the spine. Listen. Inhale, exhale, left hand, left back thigh, right arm over. Listen to the one deep within. Go right over to the other side, bringing left toes to the wall, right toes in 45-degree angle. Inhale and then exhale that right hip open. Inhale, arms up, and drop the shoulders. Inhale, stretch way over that standing leg. And then come right into Trikonasana. Stretching up, gazing at the thumbnail. Breathing. Good. Right hand, right back thigh, left arm over. Inhale, stretch way out over that standing leg. Use my chair as a prop. We can do this seated as well. Inhale. Exhale, right hand, right back thigh, left arm over. And drop that arm. Bring the toes together. Hands at heart center. Close the eyes. Inhale, exhale. Hum M. And release. If closing the eyes makes you unsteady, bring the feet out a little bit. And drop the arms down. Beautiful. And release. Now, let us go straight into our freedom's prayer, Mi Mocha. We finally did walk to the other side of the sea. This is the prayer that we sang, came through our trial. We were strong, and Miriam led us in dance and song and prayer. Let's step our right foot out from the back of the mat. Plant the left foot down strongly. And this time our hips are more on a train track. So we're not going to let the hip, we're not going to let the hip open. We're going to keep it straight ahead. Step that right foot forward. Inhale, exhale, bend the right knee. Raise the arms. Once we were slaves in Egypt, and now we're slaves to our Zoom rooms and all the things in our lives that keep us in chains. Inhale, exhale, open the arm, but we have to accept it because we're flexible. Palms up if you like, or down. Acceptance of the things in our lives that we can't change. Inhale, exhale, left hand to left back palm, right arm over, wisdom warrior. Let us be wise in our choosing what we accept and what we have to fight for. We're seeing that play out right now in the world. Open the arms, acceptance of the things we cannot change. And then Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. We're going to get ourselves out of Egypt, my friends. Inhale, circle the arms. Exhale, step forward. That felt great. Come all the way to the back of the mat again. And let's do the other side. I'm going to go this side so I can be open to you. Inhale, exhale, step the left foot forward. Right toes 45. And then make sure the hips are facing forward. I still have my leg strong. Inhale, exhale, bend that front knee. Inhale, arms up, freeing ourselves from all the small places that we need to get out of. Free ourselves from those chains. Inhale, exhale, open the arms, open the heart, acceptance of those things in our lives that we have no control over. Gotta open it. Inhale, exhale, wisdom, warrior, peaceful warrior. We pray for peace and we need discernment. When do we accept? Open the arms, Virabhadrasana 2. And then pivot forward, lifting the arms to warrior 1. We are free, we are strong, we are changing. Inhale, circle the arms, step forward. Toes together, arms up. Palms facing and feeling that light of power, freedom coming down into the hands, the arms, the shoulders, down into the heart and spine, all the way to the hips, all the way down the legs and the knees, shins, calves, ankles, and feet. All of that incredible freedom's light. Press that light right into the heart, down the midline, hands over the heart. Bow to that sense of freedom and strength. Oh, yes, I am. While we're here, we can chant the beginning of our Amida prayer, Adonai, Sifatai Tiftach, Ufi Agi Tehilatecha. Oh, Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Drop the hands down to the sides in a very, very strong mountain pose. So once again, feet hip distance apart. And imagine that the strength, the DNA of your ancestors coming up into the legs, standing on the shoulders of those who've provided a way for us to be free. That freedom's light is not free. It's been very costly for so many. And we stand upon their shoulders all the way from Mount Sinai, from that moment that we accepted the freedom and responsibility of being a people, bringing that experience into the hands and the heart and the guts and the mind. Inhale all of that power. Exhale, arms up into Vajra Mudra, and let's just do a nice little swing palm over to one side. Good. Inhale, stretch up, and nice little sweet little gentle swing palm over to the other side. In appreciation for all the spirits in our life that have come to us today. Our gratitude is immeasurable. Up, stretching up. One last time over to the side. Inhale, release the hands and bring them behind the back. If you want to do a mudra behind your back or just grasp your hands, and then open the heart center. Massage the lower back a little bit. Inhale and exhale and release the arms. Hallelujah, arms. And let's create that force field of freedom, force field of light all the way around. Really release everything. Be free, dance around. You can let your feet go if you want. Just allow yourself to feel that freedom. Hallelujah, freedom. And finally, bring that freedom and stillness into the heart. Notice how that feels. That's pretty good. As we honor all of those spirits. Freedom is not free. And let's come down to the mat and let's send some prayers out to the world, shall we, my friends? I'm gonna bring my little blanket under my knees and be kind to myself right now. So let's come to a flat back. Inhale, do some asking prayers. Extend that right hand out as though you're shaking someone's hand and press the left foot back as though you've got pedal to the metal and breathe. If you have a prayer to send out to the world for freedom, for peace, send it out. We are the conduit. We are the blessing. Breathe. Inhale. One more stretch and then come down and sit back into child's pose just for a moment. Wiggle your tail. Release all that work that we did with the hips. And then meet me back up into flat back, into tabletop. Inhale, exhale, shake somebody's hand with your left hand. Press the right foot behind you, nice and strong. And send a blessing out to the world. For peace, for freedom. And breathe. One more deep inhale, stretch out. Stretch. And bring that leg down. And a nice, easy, comfortable child's pose. Take a couple deep breaths into the back and then release the arms down. Inhale, exhale, bring yourself all the way down onto your belly. And just rest your cheek onto the top of the hands. Enjoy 2 full breaths. Oh, that feels good. Inhale, bring both arms and legs out. Inhale, exhale, lift the arms, lift the legs, send those blessings out to the world. Prayers for peace and for freedom. Flying on our magic carpet to freedom space. Maybe a Mashiach can come in and save our world. I doubt it, but we can pray. And then come down and rest the right cheek on the top of your hands. Enjoy another nice deep breath. Inhale. Come up into Sphinx. Extend the neck forward. The heart is open. Forearms on the mat. And breathe. If you're in your chair, just stick your heart forward and bring your arms onto your knees. Send our blessings for peace and freedom to the world. And exhale. And push back. And then cross the feet and come onto the back. Now, if you'd like to put your legs up the chair, you can. We're going to do a brief stretch for our memory today, our Kaddish prayer. So let's take a few moments to think about those who are no longer with us, whose lives gave their lives for the freedoms we enjoy today. I know my grandparents did, and they fled Kiev. They're the reason I'm here. So let's press the right foot into the ceiling. Just gently rotate the foot to the right and then to the left. Again, if you just want to put your legs up on the couch or the chair, you can do that. Let's flex and point. As you do that, just release anything, any grief that might be holding you back. Flex. Mankarutenu, the season of our freedom and redemption. Flex. We also remember all of those who have lost their lives in this horrible conflict and because of COVID. Bring the right ankle onto the left knee and pull back, stretch out the right hip. You want to thread the needle and pull back a little bit more on the left thigh. That'll open up that right hip. And breathe. So we hold a lot of grief in our hips. So let it go. And if you have a name to call for remembrance today, please do so. Drop that leg down. Inhale, exhale, press the left foot into the ceiling, gently grabbing behind the knee, softening the knee, but rotating the foot from right and to the left. Inhale, flex. And as you point, imagine any of that grief just going out through the foot. Let it go. Flex. Any trauma that you don't need, just let it go. And point. Inhale, flex, drop the left ankle onto the right knee. Pull back onto that left hip, opening the left hip and drawing the right thigh toward you. And breathe. And inhaling and releasing. Release both feet down, both feet up in, and then allow the legs to drop open. Stretch out the groin. Inhale, exhale. Bring the soles of the feet together. Knees are out to the side. And draw the arms over the head. Opening the spirit, all of the butterflies, pollinating the memories. Opening our heart to the love that they gave us. Gently draw the right knee to the left, arms are out in a T. Look to the right. Inhale, drop the knees over to the right, look to the left, and then get ready for Shavasana. Bring the legs down, palms up. Let's spend a few moments just letting everything go. Total freedom from the practice we've just experienced. Any emotions that might be bubbling up, allow them to bubble up and float away into the river. Notice the breath, but don't control the breath. Just gently inhaling through the nostrils and exhaling anything that still remains that you don't need, feeling that freedom's light spreading from the top of the head, releasing the back of the neck, allowing that warmth of freedom to create warmth in the arms, the spine, the hips, and the legs. Noticing this warmth as it moves from the feet up through the belly into the lungs, into the shoulders, into the crown of the head. And this force field of freedom's light surrounds you, brings a sense of peace, justice, wholeness, and contentment, imagining that everything is as it should be in the world, allowing the rest that only freedom can bring. Saying a blessing for the beating of the heart, Nekavim, Nekavim, Chalulim, Chalulim, for the light of the spirit of blessing that is our feet bringing us to our mat mirror today. And saying a blessing for our hands for enabling us to make freedom in the world, to create our own freedom in our mind. Wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, becoming aware of the mat beneath you, the sounds around you. Gently gather the knees into the chest and roll over onto the right side, making a pillow of your arms. Inhale, exhale, let anything that you don't need, let it go and gently push yourself to sitting. And thank you all for spending this hour of healing with me, of freedom, of the journey from Mitzrayim to where we are today. I wish you all a happy Passover, a season Passover, a sweet Passover, and may all of the freedoms that we enjoy today and that we find precious be expanded to the world. Namaste.